welcome to Murder Mystery Haunted History. I'm BB3, and on this channel we cover true crime and paranormal. If that sounds interesting to you, please hit that subscribe button. It's free, and it helps to throw us out there in the algorithm and helps other people to find us. If you're a returning subscriber, you already know I truly appreciate your support, and I love ya. Today's topic is going to be updates on the Idaho Four case, just getting us caught up to where things are now and anything I might have missed along the way. Let's start with the defense attorney, Ann Taylor, who represents Bryan Kohberger. As I previously mentioned, she had represented a few of the victims' parents and was currently representing one of them when she began representing Bryan. The question became, was it ethical for her to continue to represent him? Legally, it looks to have been decided after meeting with the judge that any perceived conflict of interest has been resolved. I'm no judge or an attorney, so to me, publicly, it still looks really strange. Anyone else agree? When the murders first happened, a TicTocker who claimed to be a psychic or a medium came out and said that a teacher was responsible for the murders. She named her and didn't back off. She made a ton of videos and was speaking repeatedly on this and saying the teacher's name. Not using the word or the phrase allegedly either. A defamation case has been filed. Here's the kicker though. The TicToker has now filed a counterclaim for defamation against the teacher. The TicToker is claiming her reputation has been harmed. We'll keep an eye on this case. It has been reportedly come out that a close friend of Ethan and Xana's is the one that found them and the one that placed the 911 call. Bryan Kohberger was terminated as a TA, a teaching assistant, in December prior to his arrest, but had been on probation in his very first semester as a TA for failing to meet the conditions required to maintain his funding, failing to maintain professional behavior, in addition to complaints from students about his behavior as a TA, and less than ideal interactions with the professor who he was TAing for. Over 30 media outlets, plus Kaylee Gonzalez's family, have filed to lift parts of the gag order as an undue burden on free speech. Coburger is objecting. Leaks are already happening, and by lifting this, there could be better, more accurate info that's released. This is to try to see if the gag order being extended to the victim's family is a bridge too far. So basically what they're saying there is that by having this gag order extend out past the attorneys, past the clients, past the people that are testifying, it's extended out to all of the family people that are involved, that they feel like that's too far. And information like who placed the 911 call that we just read about, which was released, or Coburger and the TA information, that's been leaked out. That information's all being leaked out, and if this gag order is lifted slightly and more accurate information can be released correctly, we may get more correct, accurate information that way. And I think that's what the media is saying and what Kaylee Gonzalez's family is saying. I want to jump back to the TicToker that I was talking about. That's kind of an insane case. I remember when that was going on, that was before Bryan was arrested. The TicToker was saying the teacher did it. Once Bryan was arrested, the TicToker was saying that the teacher hired Bryan to do it. And she wasn't just saying a teacher, she was saying this person's name, and the teacher was receiving death threats and everything else. I am purposely not saying the teacher's name. I think her name has already been drug through everything, and it's just, I don't need to say her name. But I cannot believe the audacity of this TicToker to countersue for defamation. I cannot believe. So it'll be interesting to follow up on that case and see where it goes. What do you all think? What do you think of the TicToker filing the defamation, countersuing? What do you think of the defense attorney being able to represent Bryan and Oh, she did drop. She was currently, when she got Bryan as a client, was currently representing one of the parents of the victims, and she dropped that parent and represented Bryan. And there's apparently no legal conflict there. But what do you all think about that? Like, just personally think of that. Legally, there's no problem with it, apparently. So these are the updates we have now. I'm glad to be back in my seat and filming and kind of keeping up on the case again. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. Wishing you all much kindness and much love. Bye for now.